just enjoyed the second longest streak in NBA history and the longest streak in the last 40 seasons. It just came to a close.
What we just witnessed was NBA history, a magical ride that we'll never forget. 27 dramatic victories in 51 days. A valiant effort to break a record that has stood for 41 years. A chase that began the day of the Super Bowl and ended on the eve of the Sweet 16. And while we all hoped the winning would continue, all streaks must come to an end. After witnessing the second longest winning streak in NBA history, there is no reason to be sad. It is time to refocus and recognize the real goal. Back-to-back NBA championships, a challenge that begins with the playoffs in just 3 weeks. But first, the Heat must finish the regular season and take on the task at hand. A young and pesky Hornets team who has stung a few opponents that have taken them lightly when they came into their nest. Miami does not want to be their next victim.
The winning streak may be over, but the regular season is not. With 11 games left, the mission to get ready for the playoffs still the focus for the defending NBA champs. Welcome, everybody, inside the New Orleans Arena. Tonight, the second and final matchup this season between the Heat and the Hornets. Miami won by 16 at home in early December, and we always hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us. Miami Heat basketball on Sunsports, proudly presented by AT&T Uverse. And good evening, South Florida. Greetings to the Heat.
Break edition.
Well, look, before you can get out and run, you got to play defense and get stops, and the Heat certainly did that. Their defensive intensity was incredibly high. The second thing you have to do is what Mike Miller just did there. That's rebound the basketball, and the Heat competed on the glass, and then they ran the lanes hard. Their spacing on the break was great, and they were able to absolutely make the extra pass. The ball movement was so good. LeBron to Wade there. Just make it easy. Nothing spectacular, just make it easy. And as a result, they just get tremendous efficiency on the break. 17 points to 4.
He had one of those all-around performances that you love from D-Wade after a tough night the other night.
He did a lot of ball handling with Rio out with the injury. I thought he did all aspects of the game extremely well. Look at him making the steal first, then throwing that lob up. Knew right where LeBron was out of the corner of his eye. Inside scoring, off the dribble, effective, wound up having 17 points. And then he was able to go backdoor here using his size and ability to leap over Eric Gordon. And look at the ball fake and finish going to the basket, this time with the left hand. You know, his ability to continue to explode off the dribble is really hard to guard a guy like that. And then when he goes that rhythm dribble between his legs, pull back, you're so worried about the drive. He creates enough space to knock down the jumper. But the 9 assists to me and the 4 steals are something, you know, that really stand out.
A big night, 6 assists as well, John, but he did it from everywhere.
Well, that's the thing that's so incredible about LeBron is we're used to seeing him going to the rim like he did there, running the floor hard. But he really did his damage this evening behind the arc and in the perimeter area. I mean, he wound up shooting the ball 7 of 10 from beyond the arc. Jab step, jumper, jabbing, creating space so he can shoot over his man. You know, that's pretty solid defense, but you couldn't stop him. And here he's getting out ahead of the field with a high percentage play. But when he's making those kind of perimeter shots, it's just so hard to guard him. They're playing him drive here, and he's just so comfortable. He's rising up with very little airspace and knocking it down. That's his high as a Heat player, having 7 threes this evening.
Yeah, 7 his Heat high, 8 is his career high.
Back on the winning side.
And the focus was to have a better start tonight than they've had in the last 6 games. They watched the tape, and it worked. The Heat shooting 61% from the floor.
Their best field goal percentage in a game this season. They were led, of course, by LeBron James, 36 points. And the Heat go 14 of 27 from downtown. Well, as promised, Jason Jackson in the Sunsports Winner's Circle with King James.
Great job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Eric. LeBron, I guess you guys just wanted to start a game nice. I mean, we've been talking about your all starts, and you came out absolutely on fire. Your motivation?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been talking about, getting out to better starts, and, you know, we all had to get off, you know, coming out a little bit more with a little sense of urgency, and with Rio being out our strong point guard, I was able to have the ball in my hand a little bit longer.
When you had the ball, you had no problem affecting the game just a little bit. What were you seeing that New Orleans was allowing for you to really just go crazy?
Well, they was giving me space, and like I said before, you know, there's two things that I can do. I'm either going, if a guy get up on me, I'm going to drive. If they back up, I'm going to shoot. And then, you know, once I caught fire like I was able to do, I just let them keep going.
So many teams had a little bit of a letdown after these long streaks. Did you all consider that, or did you simply just want to stay with the mantra, keep getting better?
Absolutely. That's just our DNA. We want to continue to get better each and every game, no matter who's out on the floor. And, you know, tonight we was able to do that once again.
John and George will have the tally back in the studio, but our Twitter poll question today was the best video bomb over the last few. You had a very special look on your face in Orlando. Where'd you come up with that look? I went back and saw it in the Harlem Shuffle. It's a special look.
I've been doing that since I was in high school, man. Me and my guys messing around, and I don't know, man. It just kind of stuck with me, man. As my facial dimensions changed, it kind of just stuck with me. So
for anybody that missed it, that is something else. It truly is. Before you run, you have a task at hand, obviously, in the next one. It's interesting because now you guys have locked in the number one seed. Number one seed. Everybody's in it now for the Eastern Conference, but you're still fighting for the number one seed overall. Is that a motivation going into that game?
I think our motivation at the end of the day is try to be healthy. We got to get everyone healthy. We got a lot of nicks and bruises. Like I said, our starting point guard was out tonight. UD's playing with a bum ankle. Everyone kind of have some injuries. So, you know, we've been playing great basketball, but, you know, we know to make our title run, we have to be healthy. You know, and that's what's most important.
Well, thank you for playing 72 straight yourself. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Jax. Thanks for allowing me to do that.
No, please, that's not up to me, but thank you for doing it. I appreciate it.
Well, you know.
All right, so long.
It's a whole team thing.
Yes, sir. Who's here?
I like you.
Leave the Ascot alone. No, yeah, another victory on Ascot Friday. There they go. 108. 89 is the final. You want to see love on the road? Look at that corner. Not one fan has left, and here come the three All-Stars. Bosh, Wade, and James are leaving the building with a double. We're coming back, Eric and Tony, to wrap it up. John and George in the studio. I'll see you at the locker room, everybody. Stay there. You're watching Sun Sports.
I'm good. That'll do it for us, folks. Once again, the final score, Heat win 108-89 over the Hornets. If you want to watch a replay of tonight's game, tune into Sun Sports in about 40 minutes at midnight. Heat basketball returns to Sun Sports Sunday when the Heat take on the Spurs. Heat Live, delivered by Papa John, starts at 6:30. Game at 7, all in HD. For my partner, John Crotty, and the crew here at Fox Sports Florida and Sun Sports, I'm George Sedano saying thanks for watching. Good night, South Florida. And we leave you with the final take.
That's game. 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 Let's go.